All right. So I am here with Sarah, one of my star clients who I absolutely adore and has just had so much success. And I love working with her. And so I am just so excited, Sarah, to interview you about your experience and talk about some of the amazing things that you've accomplished over the past over a year. We've been
Yeah.
working together. And yeah, just I'm really excited for you to share your story with people who are looking to level up in their fitness and health world as well. Um,
Yay.
Yay. Okay, so let's just start. Let's reflect back to when we started working together, which is over a year ago. Let's talk
Crazy.
a little bit about, I know, let's talk a little bit about like where your fitness and health were before we teamed up together.
Sure. So I would say it was pretty inconsistent, to be honest. I grew up as a dancer, so I always had like discipline kind of put into my fitness and my routine, and I didn't have to think about it. And then once I stopped doing that, and then I was an adult and I had, jobs and what friends, social life and stuff, it was really hard for me to actually commit to one thing that really worked for me. And I tried a bunch of different things and nothing was really sticking. So I was still fit and I still liked working out, but it wasn't as like consistent, I would say.
Got it. Okay. And what do you think would have happened if we hadn't started working together? Like, what's the path that you would have continued on, perhaps?
Probably just more of the same. And I think I probably wouldn't, I definitely wouldn't be as strong as I am. I can definitely say that. But yeah, I think it just would have been more of me kind of trying things and it working for a little bit and then getting sick of it and trying other things and just not really finding a good routine and a good groove for myself.
Just like on a broader sense, like how has this program impacted your body, your health, mindset, things like that?
Uh, it's been huge. I had a couple of repetitive stress injuries, most notably my right wrist. I like couldn't even bear weight on it at all, and that was something that I thought would never go away. I was like, well, this is my life now, and it was really annoying and really frustrating because it would inhibit a lot of my other workout things that I would do. And I had various other like stress injuries from dance. And then once I started training and I was able to actually strengthen these muscles that like I had never thought about strengthening, I just thought they were like injured and then I was kind of it. Now it's like I can do all these things that I never thought I'd be able to do. And like I can do push ups on my toes, I can do handstands, I can do wall walks, I can do all kinds of stuff. And that makes me feel like so excited every time I do it. I'm like, oh my God, I never thought I'd be able to do this. And so
Yes.
that's really exciting. And then just in terms of like body and like perception, I just feel like I I think we can all be really critical about ourselves and I've definitely fallen into that trap. And I've just noticed, like, since I've been doing this, is that I don't really think about it in the same way anymore. I'm not like, oh, that
Mm,
looks bad on my body, or like, I hate this part, like, that's a problem area. I don't really think about it that way anymore because I'm more like, I feel really strong. Like, I lifted this much. That's so exciting. Like, I have so much energy. I feel really good about like how I look in this outfit or whatever. And so it's totally
yes.
changed like my perception of myself, and it's for definitely for the better.
Yeah, totally. And I love what you're saying too about like all the performance things that you've accomplished because it is seriously amazing. Like I remember back when we started when you're like, I literally can't do a plank on my hands, or it's like
Mhm.
your knees would hurt every single time that we squat. And now, you
Mhm.
know, and also props to you because most of the time we've been working together has been through the pandemic and we've been working
Yeah.
out at home a lot of
Yeah.
this. So we haven't even really trained in person a ton. And
Yeah.
yet you've had the capacity and the motivation and the will to like make these major transformations literally in your tiny office,
In my
right? Which like,
tiny office.
yeah, which is incredible. And like, I'll never forget. It's like when you did that first wall walk. It's like recently you did like 8 push-ups after maybe you were doing like four, like 4 weeks before,
Yeah.
and you like doubled that in the span of 4 weeks.
Mhm.
And that stuff is so exciting because it really does help you change your perspective on like why fitness and health are important. And I think it helps you, again, kind of shift your mindset in a way that a lot of us do not think about fitness and health. It's not like, oh, I want to be thin or I want to be toned or like, it's
Mm-hmm.
more like when you get strong in your body, it helps you build the confidence that ultimately helps you feel better in your own skin and sort of shift your mindset about like how you look at yourself in the mirror and like what's actually important to you. So
Completely.
I love that you mentioned that because I've found personally that I'm never more motivated in my fitness and my goals than when I'm like actually trying to accomplish feats of strength, right? It's like
Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
wanting to be thin or wanting to look hot is not enough. Like,
No,
you
no.
know,
And you're like,
and
I
that's
need to get this goal that I set. And like, and then it feels so good when you do it. You're like,
yeah,
ah, amazing.
yeah, when you feel strong in your physical body, like you feel stronger in, you feel more confident, stronger in like other areas of your life, which I'm sure you've experienced too.
Completely. Yeah. It's been very exciting and like the little ways that you don't expect. Like yesterday I was helping my parents move some stuff and I was able to like lift something and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I can lift this without like really making it a big deal." And like I don't think I could have done that before. And so
Yeah,
it's like
functional fitness,
unexpected.
baby.
Yeah.
I love this. Well, so many wins for you. I'm so excited about them, and we'll continue to have many more, obviously.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What would you tell somebody who's maybe watching this right now, who's like on the fence about going into this program? Like, what would you tell somebody who is interested, maybe a little bit on the fence, maybe a little bit scared?
Mhm. Well, I definitely think don't be scared, especially, I mean, working with Rachel, she's the best and she's very kind and very encouraging. She's not gonna like crack the whip in a literal way, just a metaphorical way. But yeah,
just enough.
just enough to get you to do it. But yeah, I mean, I was definitely like nervous about it. I'm on the fence. I'd never done anything like this before. And I think just taking the leap into doing something for yourself is like the most rewarding thing and the most worth it thing because at the end of the day like you just have this one body and you if you want
Yes.
it to last and to support you and to feel good about it like this is the best thing that you can do for yourself is just getting those personal like exercises and critiques and everything. It's like the best way to really see those results grow, I think, in the fastest way.
Yes, absolutely. It's like so important to invest in yourself and in the areas where you need help. And I think, you know, doing something like this for yourself is like one of the nicest things that you can do for you.
Yeah, and I think like especially as women, I think we're very good at being like I don't need to do things for myself. Like I can put it off and blah 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 and like
Yeah.
sometimes like these sessions are the only things I can do for myself for that week and that feels good to be like okay, at least I did this. At least I took care of myself in this way. Even if I had nothing else, like that's time that I have carved out for myself to better myself and to feel good and that's
Yes.
definitely important, I think.
Oh my God. It's so true. And it's like, if I can just carve out like 3 hours a week, it's like, that doesn't sound
Yeah,
like anything, but it does get hard. Like,
it does. It totally
we're
does.
juggling 5 million things and you're a new puppy mom. So like,
I
you know,
am
just escaping the house for an hour to like really
escaping.
focus on you and
Yes.
whatever, it's like you actually probably come home and you show up as like a better wife, a better dog mom,
Yeah.
a
Because
better
you're like,
friend, a better
oh, I'm
writer. Yeah.
yeah, you have that rejuvenated energy and focus because you were able to like step away for a moment, do something for yourself, and then be like, oh, I'm excited to come back to the rest of my life. And I
Yes.
think that's so true.
Yeah, you gotta feel, your cup has to be full in order to give in all these other areas of your life that need your attention. So
Oh yeah.
um so thank you for sharing your experience. I'm so proud of you, and I
Hey,
can't wait
thanks.
for many more successes and wins to come.